In the heart of East Texas, where the piney woods stand tall, there's a place that's filled with history, where warm hearts call. From Big Sam to the Bearcats, pride runs deep and strong. In Huntsville, Texas, we sing our song. With love and hospitality, we open up our doors. In this beautiful town, blessings we explore. Sting 'em hornets, beat 'em up cats, Sam Houston State, where dreams are at. Good morning, Huntsville, we find our way, guided by God's love every single day. From parks and recreation, where children laugh and play, to the historical treasures that take our breath away. In the piney woods, we find peace and rest. Huntsville, Texas, truly blessed. With love and hospitality, we open up our doors. In this beautiful town, blessings we explore. Sting 'em hornets, eat 'em up cats, Sam Houston State, where dreams are at. Good morning, Huntsville, we find our way, guided by God's love every single day. Yeah. In every sunrise, in every prayer, God's grace surrounds us everywhere. Through the highs and the lows, we stand as one. In Huntsville, Texas, His will be done. Sting 'em hornets, eat 'em up cats, Sam Houston State, where dreams are at. Good morning, Huntsville, we find our way, guided by God's love every single day. Sam to the Bearcats, our spirit shines so bright. In Huntsville, Texas, we live by faith, we walk in light. With love and hospitality, we greet the world anew. In this blessed town, our dreams come true.
All right. We're not live here today, Billy. You know,
We're semi-live.
we're semi-live. We were having a debate before we went on, before we started this today, and we were having a debate of should we be honest with the folks out there and say, hey, it's Wednesday, or should we?
I saw it.
Or should we just play it off like normal media does, and then say, hey, welcome in live on a Friday. And I decided that ain't ethical. We don't do that. We're not the normal
We'll
media.
never make the business directory doing that.
No, and it's not the ethical way to do things. Billy's a member of that, by the way, now.
I am.
So welcome in, man. We are here. How about this little special treat for you on this Friday, even though today is actually Wednesday? We're going to get this out so it doesn't confuse you. It is Wednesday right now as we record this, but you are watching it live. Is it live? You're watching it on Friday.
Technically, it's Friday Eve.
What is it?
Friday Eve.
Friday Eve.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
2 Eve leading up, yeah.
Yeah. So by the time that folks have seen this, it's already going to be 4th of July. Mm-hmm. So, Billy, how was your 4th of July?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hey, speak your 4th of July into existence. Let's go back. We're going to see this live on Friday, so let's go back a couple of days. What would you have liked to have happened over 4th of July, Billy?
Rest and relaxation.
Little R&R, huh?
Yeah, a little R&R.
All right.
Isn't that a bourbon?
I have no idea.
R&R.
Sounds like something you get at the Budget Mart.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
No, it's at the Pirate Mart. Let me get a little R&R. Well, we do want to welcome you in. A big shout-out, as always, as we get started here on this edition of Good Morning Huntsville. Big shout-out to Paul Oley, the gallery. Paul, we love you, man. We appreciate you. Have you been hearing the new song, by the way, that's
Yes,
taking
I
the
have.
internet by storm?
I've heard it. I'm surprised Cody Johnson hadn't done a cover of it.
Man, we need to get that guy on our side, too.
Yeah.
Well, he don't even know we exist. That's the problem. Do you know him? Have you ever met him?
Man, I'm cooler than he ever thought of being.
You wrote a few of the songs for him?
No.
No, but in all
No,
seriousness.
I've never met him.
You never met him?
I've heard he's a real down-to-earth, just good guy.
Did he?
A matter of fact, Jay Money knows him real well.
Ah, okay. Did he grow up here?
I think he actually grew up in Sebastopol.
And
Oh, look at there.
I didn't know that one. What is it?
Sebastopol.
Sebastopol? Mm-hmm. Where is that at?
It's like a small community kind of outside of Trinity.
Sebastopol.
Kind of like between Trinity, Groveton type area.
Oh, man. Check it. We're here at Rodeo, by the way. And, man, we have got the homie.
I'm sure
Come
someone.
on, man. No, that's all right. You can bring it on, man. So here we go. This is why we're doing this today. The lunch with the cheese enchilada.
That one, that's him, yeah.
There we go. Hot plate, and if you grab it and burn yourself, no charge. See? So here comes Billy's food. Man, check this out. We're getting a homie hookup today. It's Delfina's husband. We appreciate him and her family. They're such wonderful folks here in Huntsville. We're going to talk to Delfina a little bit later here on this show. But we're here. We're actually live. Well, we're not live. Let me start over. We are here on a Wednesday, July the 3rd, at Rodeo, recording for Friday because we're going to be out on Friday. So we wanted to make sure that we still
We're
had a show.
live here now, but when you're seeing us and smelling us, we won't be.
Yeah, won't be. So,
won't be.
But big thank you to Delfina and our friends here at Rodeo Mexican Restaurant, Bar and Grill. They just have a wonderful restaurant here. Love coming over here. The food is just absolutely on point. Maybe this could even be like a Billy Cauthen restaurant report.
It's going to have to be.
So we will talk about last Friday's restaurant report, though. I would give it an A 5-star Michelin rating if that even existed.
Yeah, no, it was definitely there. Yeah, for sure.
Plenty of grape went down. I had about 4. Bridget was like, "Why do you keep drinking those?"
No, I was on the red.
You went red, I went grape.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. Well, hey, I know that we're not going to be able to interact with you live, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you're out there today on this Friday, make sure that you comment, like, and share this broadcast. I keep wanting to look here. There's the camera.
Well, I feel out of place because normally I'm on the other side.
That's what it is. It feels weird. You feeling that? It just feels different this morning, or this lunch hour. But do us a favor, like and share the broadcast, and help us continue to share and promote the good happening here in Huntsville. We hope that all of you have had a very wonderful 4th of July and that you're able to spend time with your families. I know many were off on the 4th, and then folks had to get back to work on Friday. And we're actually going to take off. Bridget and I are going to take off tonight. Again, we're recorded this, so it is a Wednesday right now, but we're going to take off tonight and then head to the Lake Buchanan area out there in the Texas Hill Country. Do that every year. Didn't get to last year because Bridget was pregnant with Cauthen, but we will be heading down to the Texas Hill Country, about a 4-hour drive outside of Burnett, Texas, and spending time with her family out there. Really beautiful place. And every year, her dad got this like 5 or 6 years ago, and then he said, "Man, this was so great that right at the end, before we check out, he's already renewed it for the next year."
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, it's called Painted. I don't remember what it's called. Never mind. I'm going to start making up stuff that's not even. I think it's like Painted Sky Inn, but that may be some other place.
I wouldn't know the difference.
So, but hey, man, things are going great. Big shout out again, Paul Oley. We appreciate him. Also, Elliott Jewelers, Elliott Herzlich of Elliott's Jewelers, and online at elliottjewelers.com. Thursday. So as you're hearing this is going to get confusing. Elliott's birthday for us right now is tomorrow, but for you hearing this was yesterday. Does that make sense? So, or was it today? I think his birthday was today. We sang happy birthday to him today on the show.
Yeah.
This is so confusing.
See, I was kind of at a loss on the show this morning because I kept having to I take our security cameras and take them off the cameras and put YouTube up there, and I watch the show, but
okay.
I kept having to hit the mute button to answer the phone, and I would come back and unmute it and be like, well, shit, I'm lost now. Because it's not like y'all stay on topic or anything. Y'all jump around there.
I mean, we have very strict guidelines for how the show flows, as you know, Billy.
Yes, I'm extremely familiar with those regulations.
But no, we sang happy birthday to Elliott this morning. That was awesome. So we appreciate Elliott Herzlich, Elliott's Jewelers online, elliottjewelers.com. And every Friday with us, and we wanted to have the show recorded so we could have it here today because we weren't going to be in person on Friday. But a big shout out, as always, to our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They are everything hometown, taking care of families. You've been doing it for a long time. I almost said the name of the school because I was out at Samuel Walker Houston Elementary this morning shooting video. So it almost came out. And we know somebody that called it the Samuel Walker Houston
He's
Memorial
a good friend of ours. We're going to let him slip. Well, hey, that's like every time I hear an advertisement, it says something about the Sam Houston Memorial Museum.
Yeah.
It throws me off for a second there because I'm like, They're talking about us.
You think it may be you for a minute, right?
I didn't know we were doing that.
Man, what else is coming over here? I don't think we ordered this. Is this a Delfina special?
Yes, I have egg rolls with birria.
Oh, egg rolls. I see. I can't. That's the word I can't pronounce that Michelle can say. How do you say it? Birria. See, I always try to say birria, and I can't say it. Oh, homemade tamales. Look at this. Delfina hooking us up. Man, easy now, Delfina. Man, look at this. The green sauce. She got the green sauce because she knows I'm a gringo. So she's like, here's the green sauce for the gringos.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Well,
thank
that
you.
rhymes.
And we're going to have Delfina on here with us probably about 10 minutes or so to come hang out and talk to us. I can never say that word, though. It's pronounced like birria or something. Michelle knows how to say it. I'm really missing her, man. Michelle, will you please come back
Yeah,
to
just
us?
come back. I mean, you're already used to not getting paid. I mean, just come on back.
Michelle, here, I got a song for you real quick. And this is just a phrase for Michelle Cardenas, our wonderful intern.
Please come home.
We will feed you beans and bologna if you will. Please come home.
Please, Michelle. So, but yeah, we're rolling here, man. Just a lot going on today. We're going to talk to Delfina here, the owner of Rodeo Mexican Restaurant. Again, wonderful food. A few folks came to hang out today, too. And Rick and Kate Boning are here from Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools and Zero Degree Creations. Tammy is also here. Somehow she got out of work for a few minutes. I don't know how that happened. I may have to tell her boss that she's skipping and, going to lunch. You're not supposed to go to lunch. You're supposed to work through your lunch. That's the problem with America these days. People just take a lunch, and I don't understand that. You're supposed to work through your lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I'm supposed to have either that or a working lunch. And I do. I have a working lunch every time I eat because I'm working on eating my food. So I literally have a working lunch.
I mean, I
every
feel
day.
like I'm multitasking now. I'm doing my Friday show on a Wednesday, and I'm eating lunch. I mean,
Everything's all out of sorts.
woo.
All right. Well, we're going to take our first break here in just a few moments, and then here in about 5-10 minutes or so, we'll have Delfina joining us. Some things that you need to know today. Now, they may not be pertained to today, but some things going on in the world that maybe, just maybe, you need to know when we come back. We'll take a brief break. Guess what? Don't call in or text the Zero Degree Creations phone and text line because we're not going to respond to you. But if you just want to say hello, happy Friday, you're not going to get anything because the prizes are already over.
Tell them to go ahead and text in. We'll just make it like we're standoffish.
Yeah. You know what? Text in anyways and let us know how your 4th of July was. You can text in. Let us know you're out there listening here today. All you got to do is text that in on Zero Degree Creations phone and text line. That number 936-339-0139. No prize today, but let us know how you are. And we'd love to hear from you. As always, our show is brought to you on these faithful Fridays by our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They are your hometown experts in celebrating life, hometown values, hometown traditions. That is Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We'll take a brief break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come as we're here from Rodeo on technically a Wednesday, but you're hearing it on a Friday.
Yeah,
here.
this is your What's It Wednesday.
Yeah, this is your What's It Wednesday. Who knows? We'll be right back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come here on Good Morning Huntsville.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Here we grow again. Tomorrow's Promise is excited to announce our 3rd location to better serve the families of Walker County and surrounding areas. At Tomorrow's Promise, we are more than just childcare. We pride ourselves on partnering with parents and creating a place where every child is respected, loved, and nurtured in the highest quality environment. See what makes us the perfect fit for your child and their needs. Schedule a tour and learn more about Montessori.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tpms.live for more information. Education you can trust. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
Spirit of Huntsville, spiritradio.fm. Huntsville nights, neon lights ignite. Paul only at the gallery, what a sight. Custom frames, each one with flair. You bring
I just wait for this part right here.
We love you, Paul. Oh yes, we do. Your magic touch, you pull us through. Photography.
I haven't decided what that means.
I'm telling you, for those of y'all that listened to me last week and thought I was being like paranoid about AI taking over, y'all got to key in and get with this now.
I'm telling you, man, I hope that it doesn't get old because it's just been so much fun the past 2 weeks putting these together and, having fun and just highlighting the good. And, that's been our ongoing joke for so long. And we mean it, though. I mean, it's turned into like a fun joke, but we really do. We love Paul, man. And that's been our phrase on this show. And I said, you know what, let's just put together a little something for him. So is that the barrita? How do you say that? What is that thing?
It's delicious.
Oh, man, Billy's over here, chumming out. Here we are. We are back here on Good Morning Huntsville. Thanks for waking up with us. Joke's on you. We've been awake for a while. It's actually 12:30 on Wednesday.
You hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling Rob earlier, I said, for the last year, these people have listened to me slurp and drink my coffee, so now they get the treat of hearing me chew.
All I'm hoping to hear is this. You ever been around somebody that does that?
Oh, like, God, the smack.
Or even when they talk, Billy, dude, it's good to have you in here today.
Hey, I can deal with that as long as the little spit particles don't come flying out.
And I've had a few of those fly your way before from me.
Yeah.
One got you right in the eye.
Yeah,
How'd that pink eye turn out, by the way?
It was great once it was over.
once you got your sight back. Well, a few things that you need to know. Now, these aren't related to today. These are related to Wednesday, which is our day today, but not to you today on Friday. But these are things that you need to know. The release of Wicked has been bumped up a week to November the 22nd to avoid coming out on the same day as Moana 2. Moana, my kids love that movie. You're Moana. I don't ever really cared for a lot of those Disney cartoons and movies. But I will say now that I have, and don't get me wrong, the old ones were great. It's the new stuff that I just haven't really been a fan of. And now that I have children, Billy, I'm starting to get why some of these shows are kind of addictive to the young kids. I mean, they're not bad. The Moana show I thought was okay. Have no idea what the Wicked is, though. Do you? No idea.
Not a clue.
According to a new survey done by Bankrate, Americans have a specific annual income in mind for what it would take to feel financially secure. Okay, think about your family, where you're at right now, anybody that's listening, or even Billy and I. What number would you want to make? Now, be realistic. Everybody want to make $1 million. But if you could make X amount, you would feel pretty good about that. A realistic amount that you could earn, what would it be for you, Billy? You're thinking, well, $1 million.
$1 million is not as much as you think.
It goes like that.
Goes
But
like
we're talking an annual salary, though.
Oh, an annual salary.
Yeah. 4 minutes.
I remember when I was a kid thinking $100 was a bunch of money, and back then it was,
Well, this survey that has came out, this was Americans, the specific number that they have in mind. What would it be an annual salary for you if you said, man, if I made this much, I'd feel pretty good?
$250,000.
The average American, $186,000 a year. Now, if you would have asked that same question probably 10 years ago, I think people would have probably said maybe, I would have said, man, if I was making $60,000 a year, I'd feel okay.
Oh, yeah.
Not anymore. And that's where things are.
Remember that first job making $30,000 a year? You're like, oh, everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, and then you go buy that new car, and you're like, oh, now I don't have any money left over.
Yeah. It don't matter how many miles to the gallon because you're going to have to push it everywhere.
That's right. You remember America's mayor back in the day? America's mayor out of New York. They called him America's mayor right after 9/11.
Oh, Giuliani.
Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah.
Well, he has been disbarred and lost his New York law license after state appeals court found that he had lied in arguing that the 2020 presidential election was stolen. So he has now lost he can no longer do law in his home state of New York.
Well, how old is Rudy? Does he really need to be practicing law?
No, he's practiced enough. But it's just so weird. You go back here, and we're talking 23 years after 9/11, Billy. 23 years after 9/11. And at that moment in time, every single American, I can say with confidence, respected and thought the world of Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, for sure.
And now look at what's happened. It's just a tough break there for old Rudy.
Oh, Rudy.
Vladimir Putin, we all know about this scum, plans to send Russian children to a summer camp in North Korea. Can you believe that? No, actually, with him, you could. He plans to send children to a summer camp in North Korea where activities include polishing the statues of leaders. Now, you talk about, putting children in this mindset from a very young age. That's exactly what they're trying to do here. Sweden has launched a groundbreaking new law this week that allows grandparents to step in and get paid paternal leave while taking care of their grandchildren for up to 3 months of a child's first year. Not bad there. Not bad. So if you're a grandparent in Sweden, you're now going to make a little money taking care of those kids for a while.
Wow.
And a couple of other things. The NBA current champ. You ever watch basketball, Billy? I've kind of got out of after the Spurs and the Big Three dismantled. I haven't really paid attention.
Growing up, we watched every basketball game there was to watch. So now I really don't have. Well, and there's my hatred for the slam dunk. So there's no sport there. There's just guys carrying a ball back and forth, slamming it. There's no.
I'm sitting there thinking,
no talent.
Vince Carter was the last guy that I remember that legitimately dunked a basketball in the slam dunk contest with the Toronto Raptors. And, man, I think that was all the way back in, 2004. Well, here's what's going on. Boston Celtics, they're the NBA champions, won that a few weeks ago. I believe the most winningest now. They've got to be near 20 championships. But they are said to be up for sale. Kind of reminds me of the UT baseball coach, or the A&M baseball coach. You get to the big game.
How much does a used basketball team go for these days?
Well, this used basketball team, they're the fourth most valuable NBA team, an estimated value of $4.7 billion. That's with a B, $4.7 billion. The Boston Celtics up for sale, and we will be taking your bids here at Rodeo in just a little bit. A couple of other things here real quick. Won't get into that. It's pretty political. I try to skip all the politics here on the show. Oh, man, check this out. McDonald's, your favorite restaurant, Billy, McDonald's, they're adding a new garlic dipping sauce to the menu this month. Basically what they're doing is they're taking everything that was left over from the night before. They are no longer throwing it out. They are taking all the leftover food, and they are reusing it with a garlic seasoning, and that's your new dipping sauce. Now, the rest of that was fake. I made all that up. But the garlic
What are
dipping
you supposed to dip in it?
I have no idea.
I mean, chicken nuggets? You going to dip chicken nuggets in garlic dipping sauce?
A couple of other ones here. Little Caesars for a limited time. You ever go to Little Caesars cardboard pizza? You know, if you're feeling like eating some cardboard?
They got good lunch special.
Not a bad place to go. Cardboard pizza, Little Caesars. Pepsi Pineapple for a limited time. Pepsi Pineapple. It's exclusively at Little Caesars. You can use their app, and you can get a Pepsi Pineapple and an order of Crazy Puffs for $4.99. You know where you can get some Crazy Puffs at no charge? Just come to the show on Fridays at the studio. We got a couple of Crazy Puffs. So there you go. A couple of things there. We're going to take a break. Delfina's going to join us here on the other side. She's been helping out some customers. Busy lunch day here on a Wednesday as we're here, but you're hearing this on Friday.
What were we thinking coming to a restaurant at noon?
We were thinking good. You know, we're trying to get out. The only thing we're missing is a big banner that says Good Morning Huntsville. We need that. So, but hey, do us a favor, like and share. Continue to let us know that you're out there this morning. I promise we'll get to those comments on Monday when we come back. You can also text us. Let us know what you got lined up for this weekend. How was your 4th of July? And all you got to do is text in. Just let us know you're out there listening today. Text us on that.
So the show's going to play on Friday.
It'll play Friday, yeah.
And people can comment in?
Yeah, they can still comment, yeah.
Well, I'll be sitting in my recliner. I'll answer back to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Billy will be answering back to you.
Maybe if you say something nice.
If you say something nice, yeah. Text us in on that 0 Degree Creations phone and text line. That number open at 936-339-0139. As always, our Faithful Friday is brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts in celebrating life, hometown values, hometown traditions. You're not going to get it anywhere else like you get it there at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They take care of folks. That's what they do. And we appreciate all that they do here in the community, not just helping families in their times of need, but also being active in the community, supporting a lot of area nonprofits and the great work that goes on here in our community. We'll be back in a moment. Delfina joins us on the other side. Stay with us. More to come. It's your show here. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Here we grow again. Tomorrow's Promise is excited to announce our third location to better serve the families of Walker County and surrounding areas. At Tomorrow's Promise, we are more than just childcare. We pride ourselves on partnering with parents and creating a place where every child is respected, loved, and nurtured in the highest quality environment. See what makes us the perfect fit for your child and their needs. Schedule a tour and learn more about Montessori.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tpms.life for more information. Education you can trust. The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Hey friends, Rob Hipp here for Elliott's Jewelers. I wanted to take a brief moment to let you know if you're looking for someone in the jewelry business right here in Huntsville, look no further than my good friend Elliott Herslick. He's helped me out time and time again, whether it was that wedding band that I needed a while back or that special ring for Bridget. He's always been there for me. He goes above and beyond. He's also a person who gives back to the local community. I like to do business with those who give back, and that's exactly what Elliott Herslick of Elliott's Jewelers does. Hey, if you feel like you don't know what to do, maybe you don't know where to turn, what to look for, Elliott is the person. Again, it's Elliott's Jewelers. You can visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com for more information. And when you call him, let him know that you heard from his good friend Rob Hipp. Again, it's Rob here for Elliott's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
Spirit of Huntsville, spiritradio.fm.
All right. Back at it here on this Wednesday, but you're hearing us on Friday. It's a special rodeo edition of Good Morning Huntsville. No one better to be here with on a Wednesday besides Billy. You got to say his name first, or he gets a little upset. Second best to be here with on this faithful Friday as you're hearing it, but we are here recording on Wednesday. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, boom. There she is, Delfina joining. What's up, Delfina?
Hey, how are y'all?
Good to have you back. Second time on the show.
Thank you.
Did you get the horn the first time you were with us when you came in to visit that one time?
I don't think
Just
I
say
remember
yes.
that.
Just say yes.
Yeah, just say yeah, because you don't want the horn. It's a Rick has a special horn that he has ordered for us, and we usually blow that thing. We have to call TDCJ beforehand to let them know that it's not the official count at the prison.
Oh, okay.
So we'll give you 2 toots next time on the horn, Delfina. Hey, wonderful
Might have
food.
2 days later.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll have 2 toots here in a little bit. Delfina, this is how we get sometimes, Delfina. We just have a lot of fun here on the show. Thank you for allowing us to be here. We're going to be closed on Friday. People are hearing this on Friday, but we wanted to come in and record a show, and so we're here Wednesday at noon. How have you been?
Good. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you. We love the food. I haven't got into the tamales yet. These are homemade tamales.
Yes.
Can you tell us about these? Who made these? Did you make them or some of your staff?
We make them. My husband and I, we help each other and we make them.
What is the process that goes in? I know corn husk, right?
Yes,
My
corn
dad
husk,
used to make
corn
them.
masa, and a little bit of lard and the meat. And I do different types of tamales. Those are just pork and chicken, but I do make all different types of tamales like pork cream cheese jalapeno, beef cream cheese jalapeno, birria cream cheese jalapeno, and then cream cheese and jalapeno just by itself, bean and cheese, spinach and cheese and jalapeno. So you can pre-order those. Most of the time I have those here on stock, but the pork and the beef and the chicken, those are most popular, so I have those always.
The jalapeno cream, I've had some of those before from another place, and I want to come try yours because those are my absolute favorite.
These
Now-
are way bigger than what I'm used
Oh,
to seeing
yeah,
other
yeah.
people have.
Does it ruin a tamale? Now, this may be some gringo talk here, okay? Does it ruin a tamale if you put ketchup on them? I've always been a ketchup tamale guy. Does it ruin them, Delfina?
I don't think so. It just depends on what you like to put it on top.
Are you just
I
a straight tamale?
I just like the plain ones. I don't like to put anything on them, just plain. But that's up to everybody.
My favorite, though, is that ketchup. Do you know anybody that does the ketchup on tamales?
Yes, about 3 people here. They do ketchup. Yes.
Awesome.
I got y'all beat.
What do you do?
I put chili on top of mine.
Oh man, that'll really get that horn going.
Yeah,
about 2
buddy.
a.m. Well, Delfina, it's been a while. How's business been? You know, I know we're here at lunch, man. It's hopping right now. A lot of folks are in here.
It's been okay. Yes. That's thank you to Huntsville for supporting small businesses. We always appreciate that. No, it's been great. Tomorrow we have 4th of July. We're going to be at the park.
Okay, so yesterday, because we're on Friday. So yeah, so yesterday.
It is so confusing.
Yeah, it's very confusing. Yeah. But as on this recording of would say, you will be at the 4th of July.
Yes.
So now that we're showing this on Friday, you have already been at the 4th of July. How was it, Delphi? It was great. No, I'll speak on last year's experience. When we went last year on the 4th of July, we're not going to be in town this year because we didn't go last year because Bridget was pregnant with our little boy, with Cauthen. But this year we'll be back with family and the hill country. But we went. It was so awesome at K-Bar Ross Park. Your food trailer was rocking. That line to that thing was amazingly long. That's always been a pretty good deal for you guys, huh?
Yes. Hopefully it's the same.
What's the easiest thing when you're at an event like that to cook? Whenever you're in the food trailer on the road, what do you do? I mean, you don't have a full menu, do you?
No. Nachos, because you can do fajita nachos, chicken nachos, and ground beef nachos. You just pour cheese, and we use like regular chips and just the meat and then chile con queso. And then they have their fixings outside, so they make their own stuff, so they can help themselves. And street tacos, and the same, it's just the meat and the taco and the tortilla, and they have the fixings. They can do their own thing. And I added, usually if it's like a lot of kids, I do funnel cakes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
How many years? Last time we talked to you, you've been doing this for a while, but this location specifically, we're over here right next to the Hobby Lobby. This has been a great location for you guys. Maybe how long has it been, and how has that journey been for you being at this location?
12 years, and it's been great. Yes.
Where were y'all at before?
On 45 by Chicken Express.
Okay. Wow. So y'all were way up on the other.
Yes.
Is that the other side of town?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we're so glad that you're down here again. Delfina joining us from Rodeo Mexican Restaurant, Bar and Grill. A great place to be. And, hey, I know you're going to be hearing this, the audience, on Friday. Make plans for lunch today. You guys are open, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just want to make sure.
On today, Friday.
Yeah, on today, Friday. Come out for lunch today. We had let folks know that Billy and I were going to be here today, and we appreciate a few folks came in to just kind of hang out with us as well today. Besides all of that, I mean, what are the plans? I know you've been busy. Is it just business as usual? Do you have anything that you're working on, some ideas?
Pretty much it's like whenever I'm slow, and a day that's slow, my brain just starts working and I start doing stuff. And my husband goes, we don't want your brain to work anymore. Like, can you just go lay down? And so anytime that I'm like not busy, like I'm always trying to do something. Like the egg rolls that, I don't know if you tried them today.
Billy ate one. Yeah, I haven't had
So
it yet.
I was slow that day, and I'm like, let's make something. So that's what I did.
And how do you say it's birria?
Birria.
Birria.
Yes.
Did I get that right? Birria.
Birria, yes.
Birria. See, Delphine, Michelle.
The Billy egg rolls, I got it.
So it's like birria.
Birria, yes.
Yeah. See, Michelle, I love you, Michelle, but thanks to Delphina, she explained it a little bit easier. I could never say it.
Come home.
Yeah. So, well, Delphina, it's so nice to have you here today again. We appreciate you. I just had this idea yesterday. I said, since we're going to be out, we just need to record a show. I messaged you, and you're like, yes, please come on. And we appreciate the lunch today. Such wonderful food. I'm going to get a to-go box and take a lot of this home to my beautiful wife, too. Let me ask another thing here about Rodeo, though, and I'll let you go in a minute. I know you're very busy as well. But it's like a family in here with your blood family, but your employees. I mean, everybody's like family. Talk about that aspect of the business.
I feel like everybody here is family, but also customers. I don't know about you, but everybody that comes in, everybody knows each other, and everybody just goes and sits with everybody and says hi to everybody. So it is a family. I mean, it's a family-run business, but it's also like all the employees. I mean, they do things with my kids. I mean, they pick up the kid from school. Anybody even the customers. Oh, if you need help, just call me. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, even when they're sitting down, I mean, eating, they're like, oh, the bar is full of glasses. Oh, let me go watch them. I mean, everybody pitches in. Yes. Yeah, it is a family, yes, and including the customers.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, come on down to Rodeo, get yourself something to eat. Let us know your hours over here. What days are you open? What times? That kind of information.
Monday to Thursday, it's from 11 to 9:30, and then Friday and Saturday is from 11 till 10, and then we close on Sundays.
And is that the only day you take off is Sunday?
Yes.
Are you here during all those other hours, Delfina? Do you ever get some time away?
Most of the time I'm here, yes.
Okay, all right. Well,
I got a question. Where did the name Rodeo come from?
Oh, yeah.
My sister was the one that actually started the business, so it was actually her, the one that started the business, yes.
Okay.
And kept the name going, Rodeo.
Yes, we kept the name going, yes.
This ain't your last rodeo. You're going to come over here and eat some. So it flows really good. Well, Delfina, is there anything else? I just love having you on. I love your friendship and what you do for Huntsville. Anything else that you want to mention today?
Well, actually, we have the food truck. So we do birthday parties. Like if you want to have a birthday party and then you want the truck to come to you, I mean, we do that. We have margarita machines for rent. You can rent the truck with everything, with the full bar. And we do birthday parties, events. We do anything. I mean, anything that you can think of. I mean, we make it. Also, like we do custom orders, like the tamale stuff. Like, I mean, if it's not on the menu, we can make it.
Do y'all get busy Christmas tamales? Do y'all do that? You need to start. If you're not doing that, man, I think you would be even the more busiest lady in town if you did that.
Let's not talk about Christmas tamales because by January, I'm like, no more tamales. Like, I don't want nothing to do with tamales, yes.
If I want to put in a Christmas tamale order, when do I need to have that by?
September.
She's looking at her watch. Oh, you're too late. It was 5 minutes ago, right?
Yes.
One last thing that we talk every Monday with Karen Denman and Denise Olivas, the trivia queens here in Huntsville. That seems like it's going really, really well. Can you talk a little bit about trivia on Monday nights?
Yes. So we do have what's coming up in 2 weeks. Not this coming Monday, but Monday after, we have the 2-year anniversary.
Oh,
so
cool.
Everybody needs to come and join. Yes. And that we do a lot of giveaways. We do prizes, and we do like tres leches cake. We have all different desserts. So if you want to try a different dessert, that's all free right here for the anniversary. Awesome. And so we have it on Mondays at 6. And then also Wednesdays, we do have bingo. So one Wednesday we rotate. So one Wednesday it's bingo, and the next Wednesday it's Mexican bingo, which is loteria. But it's the same thing. It's just pictures, and they do come up on the screen. So if you don't know the picture names, and they also translate it. Denise does the bingo, so she does translate.
Oh,
yes,
awesome.
and
Okay.
I just want to thank Denise and Karen for helping out. Yes.
Yeah, I love that. It's turned into such a big event here. It's completely packed every Monday. You got to get here early because it starts at, 6:30? And they encourage people to get here at 6, right?
Yes.
So,
yes.
All right, well, there she is, Delfina, a friend of Huntsville, a friend of ours, and just a beautiful, wonderful family in our community, and a family-owned and operated restaurant. This isn't part of a big chain. I'm not knocking any big restaurants because they all have their place. But this is truly family and local, and that's what we're all about here on Hello Huntsville and the Good Morning Huntsville show. We wanted to lift you up, and come on out, and if you see Delfina, she'll give you a hug. Give her a hug back and tell her how much you appreciate her and her family.
Thank you.
All right, well, there she is, Delfina. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you, ma'am.
come on
Thank
out
you.
to Rodeo for lunch today. We'll take a brief break and want to remind you again, our Faithful Fridays brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts in celebrating life. We got a few more things to talk about when we come back. It's Billy Cauthen and I here on this Faithful Friday, recording on a Wednesday. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us, and don't forget, Billy, hold on, Billy. Man, I had this all queued up, and don't forget, Michelle.
Please come home.
Please come home, Michelle. We'll be back in a moment.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build life lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
In the night I feel so low. Darkest days they come and go, but your love it always shows. Jesus, you're my heart's glow. When the world is caving in.
A little Faithful Friday for you here on Good Morning Huntsville. Time now, I have no idea what it is. I know what it is right now on Wednesday. It's 12:58. I would assume that means it's probably 8:15.
Hey, are you going to start it on time on Friday?
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you going to schedule it
No,
to start?
it'll be right at on time because it does it automatically, yeah.
Oh, no, you need to make it like 15 minutes late. And then just blame it on something. Sorry, guys, there was a wire that got crushed.
Okay, we are going to deliberately delay this show. We're going to make it late on Friday at 7:45, just to let you know. So
That's what our fan base is used to.
We're still finding a way to make it late, even though it's recorded. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, I'm going to tell you what, on Wednesdays, man, I'm trying to be good about being on, but I told Bridget this morning I had to change the baby's diaper on the way out, and I called her. I said, I got to hurry because I absolutely don't want to be late on Wednesdays. Because you don't want the fear of Kay boning in you, because it will, you know what, if you need to get something done, you call Kay and it'll get done.
I will give Rob credit the last month or so. Every time I get to the studio, you're already there.
Yeah.
But it's something crazy like the internet blinked out or something.
We have to have Kay come by real quick and just give a hug. You need the Kay boning hug. There she is. Hello, Kay. Here she is. There she is. Rick's over there. Hello, Rick. He's
come on in. I can make it now.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, Rick. But in all seriousness, we will be on. And I appreciate Kay because it's you need folks in your life to kind of give you that little boost, and Kay is giving me that boost to continue to keep rocking and rolling here. So we appreciate it, Kay. Thank you. So, all right. Well, there. And Tammy, she's kind of a boost as well, So that's all you're gonna get. That's all you're gonna get from Tammy.
You sure you don't want to come sit by me?
Yeah, we got an extra headset here, Tammy. So
look, the camera's not even on that chair.
Yeah, that's the Zoomer. What are you doing?
She don't like something.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. Whoa. Oh, Rick, can you turn it a little more? Can you center us up a little bit there, Rick? Oh, there we go. Man,
that's it. Yeah.
Man, that felt. I didn't have to get up to do that. Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll have to deduct that off the monthly fee. That was worth about $25 right there.
Whoa.
See y'all later. Rick, come over here real quick. Rick, come over here real quick. This is one of the dumplings here, part of the dumpling gang. Look, you
done zoomed in so much now. You got to work to get in there.
Yeah, that dumpling.
Yeah, get in the middle.
Yeah, there you go. Look, there he is. There's his code name is Ricardo. Ricardo, it's okay.
Oh, Ricardo the Candyman.
Rick says, you know what Rick told me one day? He said, no credit, don't sweat it.
Love that.
You ain't got no credit, don't sweat it. You just won't get no candy.
I lived the first half of my life that way. No credit, no sweating.
I lived the first half of my life on 40% interest.
Yeah. Compounding daily.
Boy, I got a 12% on my house. What a deal.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, well, we're continuing on here on this recorded Faithful Friday. Thanks for being with us. Again, send those comments in. We are here. Big shout-out to our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Well, oh, man. Hey, he's got that discover, and it's not just discover it, is what it said. Just 0 degree color on that.
You know why they call it discover?
Why is that?
You'll discover how much debt you're in when the bill shows up.
That's like Wonder World in New Braunfels. It's a cavern, New Braunfels, Texas.
I've been there.
Well, they call it Wonder World because you wonder why you went. So.
Isn't that the one that's got the little train you can ride and feed the animals?
I've never been. I've never had to wonder about it because I've never been.
You are no fun.
Delfina answered this a while ago. It's a couple of did you knows here on this edition. 1 in 4 women admit they have cried at a salon. I asked Delfina off camera during the break. I said, Delfina, random question. Have you ever cried at a salon? Did you hear the story?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you reshare the story, what she talked about?
You don't want to talk about people's feet?
Well, she's okay with it.
She doesn't like anyone touching her feet. And
Guilty.
She went to get her.
I don't like that either.
I don't care. I'm just very ticklish down there. She went to get her feet done, and halfway through, it bothered her so that she had to tell the lady to stop.
And she cried.
Yeah.
She said that she had cried. So she is one of the 1 in 4 that have cried. Families are most likely to eat dinner together on a Wednesday. On a Wednesday is when families eat dinner together.
Does eating dinner around the television count?
I would assume.
Because we are extremely guilty of that in my household.
Did y'all have like one of the old school TVs still, the old tube TVs? You know, that just made it more family-like.
Yeah, and James has to go up there and pull the knob out and turn it for the volume.
The UHF and VHF. And
yeah,
then
you put it on you, then you spin the other one. Oh, yeah, man.
Hey, so back in the day, there was the VHF was the bottom part and UHF was the top. And I think the top was like 0 to 19, and then the other one was like 20 to 69.
0 to 13.
And then it was 14 to 69, the bottom one. Well, the older TVs, they went all the way to 89. Well, the problem from 70 to 89 was in the 900 megahertz range. Back in the day, guess what ran on 900 megahertz? Cell phones ran on 900 megahertz. And back in the day, you could listen to people's cell phone conversations on your old school TVs.
Wow.
If you went past channel 69 and had that capability. So I had an old black and white Zenith, little tabletop TV, and as a kid, I would sit there and listen to all the cell phone conversations when cell phones were just becoming a thing. Can't do that anymore. Everything's encrypted now.
Yeah, especially the Walker County and Huntsville Police Department. Mm-hmm. That's a whole story by itself. When I was a kid, I had a scanner, and we learned that you could listen to the neighbors, like that had cordless telephones. You'd be scanning, and you could pick them up talking.
Wow.
And you'd get off of it real quick because you
didn't want to hear.
You didn't want to think about Miss Johnson that way.
Did you ever feel guilty though if you eavesdropped? I did. I'll be honest. And then afterwards, I thought, man, I kind of feel guilty about this. They had no idea I was listening.
When growing up, my sister had back then they called it like a teen line or whatever. It was like
party
a phone
line.
Well, it was a phone line that just went to one jack in the house. You know, that way your teenager had their own phone.
Okay, I got you.
Well, she moved out, and a couple of years later, I moved into her old bedroom. And I plugged the phone up in there, and it worked. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. You know, they must have, like, you know, undone the wire and wired it back to the house jack or whatever. No. You could pick it up and hear other people talking. So we had, back then it was Southwestern Bell, had to call Mall Bell and have them do whatever it is they do to undo that.
Well, I'd keep it on there, man, and just invite people over and set up a studio and say, let's listen in tonight.
No, man.
All right, a couple of other ones here. 47% of people take extra vitamin C in order to avoid getting the flu. I just go get a flu vaccine. Do you do the flu vaccine? It works for me.
We at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home have packs of emergency, you know, the little that you pour into a bottle of water or whatever. Mm-hmm. Dude, we got those in dispensers on standby. So, yeah, we tend to overdo it on the vitamin C sometimes.
Did you know that there's a $1,000 bill? I didn't know that existed. Apparently, I don't think my
I've
bank's
never been in a situation to have one.
Yeah, I don't even think if you added up all the ones I've had.
Could you imagine? Like, you lose a $1 bill, it's whatever. You lose a 20, it's a big deal. Could you imagine losing
a $1,000 bill?
Yeah.
Well, according to this, if there is a $1,000 bill, a stack of $1,000 bills to make $1 million, how tall would that be?
That'd be pretty doggone tall.
4 inches only. 4 inches.
What?
4 inches of $1,000 bills. What would that be? 100? No, it'd be 1,000 of thousands. 1,000 of thousands is a million, right? Because 100 1,000 would be 100,000. So yeah, 1,000 of thousands is a million. 4 inches would be 1,000. Boy, my brain can't even comprehend that. Hey, if y'all want to pick up what we're putting down, bring some thousands. We don't mind.
Yeah.
The cheeseburger was invented.
Make it rain.
Yeah, please. The cheeseburger was invented in 1926 at a restaurant called The Right Spot in Pasadena, California. I guess that maybe where the phrase, man, that hit the right spot.
I guess so.
It could be. 25% of men get tired after how many minutes of shopping?
One.
Well, the survey, 26 minutes. So if you're 20, tell your wife.
My God, you've been in that store 20 minutes longer than you need to.
Yeah, 26 minutes is all that we're going to give you at the store.
I kind of agree with old Jason. I know what I want. I go in there and get it and get out.
Get in, get out, be done, yeah. 1 in 3 people have had a date ruined by talking politics. I'm sorry, I never sat down on a date and been like, hey, sweetheart, what do you think of the president?
You got to get that stuff out of the way first, rattled out of the box. Because if y'all ain't on the same side of the aisle, it ain't never.
No.
I don't care how hot she is, it ain't going to work.
67% of women have dumped a guy because he complained too much. I've been guilty not of being dumped from complaint, but I need to stop the complaining. Believe it or not, I do a lot of complaining, Billy, and I need to practice what I preach and stop complaining. We're blessed, man. Life is good. If you're up and breathing, that is a blessing.
We got it better than we know.
Absolutely. A couple of more of these here real quick. And I've learned to kind of read these before I start reading them because I almost put my foot in my mouth the other day reading one of these. Although 92% of American adults say they always wash their hands after using public restrooms, do you know what the reality is?
It's probably 2%.
77%. Still a good number, but not good enough. I can't tell you how many times I've been at a place, even when we were going to church down in Houston. That's a big church.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I probably 8 out of 10 people that were in there, they didn't wash their hands after going back into the service. And one of them was a greeter. I'm
the type of guy that notices that.
Oh, yeah. So there you go.
You going to meet me in the hallway and try to shake my hand?
A new study has revealed that Taylor Swift is the most popular musician of all time. I just don't get it,
Did they run that by Elvis? Does he know?
That's according to Google searches, okay? The research conducted by Westgate Las Vegas and the Elvis Historical Experience. So part of the Elvis Historical Experience was part of this. Whoever that is, analyzed Google searches for Billboard's top 250 musicians of all time. And as of 2024, Taylor Swift.
Okay, that doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Who is BTS? They're number 2. I've never heard of them. Who in the heck is BTS?
Does that stand for something?
I don't know. I don't know who they are.
Well, let me just whip out this.
This is why I wish we were live, because somebody would be able to answer us on. Someone would be able to tell us.
I mean, I got some acronyms floating around in my head right now.
It's BTS, Blackpink. Never heard of that one. Shakira, I've heard of. Bad Bunny, I haven't heard of. Michael Jackson's on the list. Eminem. Billie Eilish.
It's a South Korean boy band formed in 2010.
That's why we haven't heard of them. They're overseas. So, but in
the
boy
world, band.
But in the war, yeah. I thought you were down with the BTS. So that must be where the other ones are. Blackpink. Now Shakira's in there. Bad Bunny. Haven't heard of that one. Have you heard of Billie Eilish?
Billie Eilish.
Oh, Eilish sounds like something you put on your hot dog.
Yeah, I need some Eilish.
I need some Eilish. How do you say it? Eilish?
Billie Eilish. Yeah, I think so.
I've never heard of him. Never gonna hear that one. Justin Bieber's on the list. Celine Dion is on that list to round out the top 10. Which of these are still?
What about Selena? Everyone loves Selena.
Not on there. But here you go. Which artists are still loved in 2024? Michael Jackson had the most there, 14 million searches. Celine Dion, Elvis Presley, Bob Marley, and none other than Tina Wild Woman Turner.
Woohoo!
So that's
what was number 2 on that list there?
Of the all time or the 2024?
The 2024.
Celine Dion there on that list. So
okay, I mean, I guess. Okay, but like who? And they're getting this. They're pulling data off the internet.
Off of Google
people
searches.
of my generation are not going on and doing a Google search for.
See,
skewed.
And then,
it's skewed.
Skewed. All right, I want to ask you just a couple of final questions here, Billy. These are some topic starters.
Are these interview questions? Am I going to get a job?
No. Do you collect things?
Debt.
Would you be able to answer the question, what is the most unusual collectible that you own? The most unusual thing that you own? Could you answer that?
Yes. I have a deal for old bottles.
Ah, okay. Like just beverage bottles, any type of
Just
bottle?
any type of bottle.
You have a deal for that.
Yeah, you know.
What kind of deal?
Well, it's a collection. I collect that stuff. I don't have like a whole bunch, but you know, you're like out in the woods somewhere and you find a really old bottle, you know, like sticking up out of the ground.
Yeah.
And you dig it. Yeah, that's neat.
See, you and I have struck a chord again, Billy. We've struck a few over the year. We've struck enough to play a tune. Now we've struck another one because I wouldn't say it's something that is that I do actively, but my great-grandmother, her property, when we were children, we'd start digging around on her little property. She was in this little corner of downtown Georgetown, and there were 4 houses on this corner. They were all part of like a little group of homes, if that makes sense. And she had the biggest one. As kids, we thought it was ginormous. As we got older, it was only 800 square feet, 2 bedroom, 1 bath.
Yes, I feel like I grew up in a mansion. Now it's like that's a little ass house.
Yeah, real tiny. And the ones next to her were even smaller. But as a child in the backyard, we would dig around. And one day I started discovering bottles. Turns out there was a whole ton of old medicine bottles and perfume bottles. And the only thing that I can think of, and we continued to find them for years, the only thing that I could think of is at some point a caravan, maybe back in the 1800s, you know, in horses and carriages, it must have been a doctor going through the area, and those fell off of the wagon because they were just scattered all over the ground. And someone's just not going to go out and throw glass bottles out in the middle of the ground. And it was just weird where it was just in a random spot in her backyard.
Do you think maybe it was a trash pile?
No, because there was nothing else in it. It was only medicine bottles, old school, and some were perfume. It was medicine and perfume bottles. There's Billy Don. What's going on, brother Billy Don? Coming in here, Precision Pest Control. Coming in here to have some grub today as well.
Yes,
Good man right there.
You know, I was so into that, I bought a metal detector, and I thought that would be like my new hobby.
It got boring quick. Right?
Well, I tell you what, I dug up half my yard in search of whatever was making that thing go off, and after 2.5, 3 hours of digging, me and James found an old beer can and a copper fitting off a pipe. It's like the trade-off is not there.
My dad used to have a vinegar bottle. He'd go to Sam's Club and buy just massive quantities of things because that's what you do at Sam's Club, right? Mm-hmm. Why he bought these big tubs of vinegar, I have no idea. He cooked a lot. Maybe he used it in the cooking. But when he would empty these were 5-gallon jugs. Well, no, that's wrong. They were probably 1 gallon. 5 gallon would be pretty big. They were probably 1 gallon vinegar jugs. But what he would do is at the end of the day, the only change that he would save were quarters. And, man, he had tons of those things filled up with quarters. And we knew that. And, man, I never got to tell this to my dad before he passed, but I'm sure he knew. We would sneak into his closet because we found down the street a Coke machine at a business. And so, man, we'd go in there and raid that thing. And he had so many of them, we never thought that he knew. And we'd take a ton of quarters. We'd put them in our shirt like this, Billy, and get on our bikes. We'd hold our shirt while we're riding our bikes, quarters everywhere. And we'd go, and I guess one day what happened, I remember my dad was coming down the driveway, and my brother and I were rushing. We're like, man, we got to hurry and put these back. Dad will find us. And a ton of them got dropped. Same situation. I had a metal detector, and I found probably about $4 or $5 worth of quarters in the front yard, and I knew exactly what that was from. It was the day Dad came home, and we dropped all of them.
My parents saved dimes, and there were just containers and containers of dimes, and I have to ask my mom if she ever cashed those in. Or I remember what she told us that they were for when we were little. It was a vacation fund, but we never went on vacation, so I'm confused.
One final thing here. Have you ever had a near-death experience? We want our audience to answer it too. No, well, yeah, literally. but I mean, for you personally, have you?
Oh yeah, there's been a lot of dumb things I've done that I should not have walked away from. Yeah.
Just a situation where you're like, man, that was close.
Mm-hmm. Electrocutions, explosions, wrecks, stuff like that. Oh yeah.
Yeah. The closest one that I can ever imagine. I'm not a fan of people that I don't want to say I'm not a fan of people, but I'm not a fan of when people say like, oh, you almost killed us. I don't take that word lightly. And people driving down the road, oh, you almost pulled out, almost killed us. No, he didn't almost. I just don't like that phrase. But there's been people that have legitimately had near death. For me, it was in 5th grade, riding my bicycle on some trails. Front wheel of my bike pops off while I'm in the air. Well, what is the front part of a bike called? A fork, right? Mm-hmm. Well, what do you do with a fork? You stick it in stuff. Mm-hmm. Well, that fork of that bike stuck in the dirt when I hit, threw me forward over the handlebars. I hit, and it drugged my face from my forehead all the way down on my lip, and it just peeled this lip back. And all I remember is immediate blood going everywhere. And I just remember just looking, and it's everywhere, Billy. And I start to run back home. This was about a quarter of a mile from the house because we lived in a neighborhood that was an actual mile around the block. Everybody had about an acre to 2 acre lots, and if you drove around the block, it was 1 mile. And I remember running. I just left the bike. I started running. A guy by the name of Joe Champlin picked me up halfway to the house, drove me up to the house. I ran inside, was screaming. This was in 5th grade. I remember it vividly. And my dad was on the couch. Mom said, "What happened?" I said, "My wheel came off my bike." She was getting in the bathroom. "Let's clean you up." I'm in the bathroom, Billy, not to be gross. Everything's numb at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It was. Have you ever had that so much pain that it just turns numb? And I got real tired. I was tired because I'd lost so much blood. And my mom said, "You're going to be all right. Let's patch you up." Well, I wasn't all right. I'm in here, and I notice remember I just told you the lip got ripped up, right? I'm in there washing my face, and all of a sudden I realize that all this can come down. And all I see is a jawbone.
Oh, wow.
I push all of this back up, and I said, "Mom, I think we need to go to the hospital." And I ended up having about an 8-hour surgery that night. They couldn't take care of me in Georgetown. I had to go all the way to St. David's hospital in Austin, a specialized surgeon. They actually called in multiple surgeons because they didn't know how to do this. And they finally grafted skin from under my tongue to reattach to the bottom here to my gums. And to this day, you don't notice it. But, man, it was bad. And I had a scab, I remember. And this was right at the end of school. I had a scab all summer from here down to here, just to look like Two-Face.
Oh, yeah.
And by the grace of God, man, everything turned out all right. So that was my NDE, and I hope I never have another one. So, all right. Well, I think that'll about wrap it up. Been a fun one here today as we've just been recording live.
You're just going to leave us on that note?
Rodeo. Yeah, we're going to leave you on that one, Billy. So you got any inspiration for us to lift us up a little bit?
Dude almost died. All right. We'll see y'all on Monday.
No, tell us what's going on. What's going on at Sam Houston Memorial, man? I know you guys have been taking care of folks. Anything new? I know that community room, and we're going to have our community get-together.
God, we are still waiting on our furniture.
The Italian leather.
The Italian fake leather, yes. Oh, it's going to be here the first week of June, the second week of June, and now we're in July.
But these are custom pieces that you're putting in there. And just for folks who are joining us that may be new to the show, we're talking about at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, they have built a community room for the community to come to and partake in events. And it doesn't just have to be a funeral type events. It could be if you're wanting to have a lunch or a get-together for your business. That's what this room is used for. And
or
that's
if
what
you just
guys
want to bring me
on.
lunch. I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, bring Billy lunch. Or if you just want to bring in the furniture that they need to finish this thing up.
Yeah, the place is in Houston. I don't know what the hang-up is. So.
Well, awesome. Well, hey, man, it's been fun. Even though it's already happened now as people watch this, I wish you a very happy 4th of July. And be safe.
I hope we both still have all our fingers.
Yeah. What are your plans for the 4th? You just going to kind of hang out? Do y'all go to Kate Bar Ross, watch the fireworks, any of that stuff, the Cauthen family?
Yeah, we have a premium watching spot, too, but I think it might not be available like it used to. So
we'll keep that on the DL. You know, when you find those things.
Well, Jason said his the other day, and I'm thinking about checking it out.
Yeah, he's got a good one. If you don't know what it is, go back and watch the shows.
Yeah, research it.
Don't ask us because we ain't going to tell you. Oh,
for $20, I tell you.
One last thing I forgot about. Last week, the
What did we
Billy
do?
Cauthen restaurant report.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about Three Sisters, man.
We went to Three Sisters, the original location at 11th Street, and that side of the street is considered Avenue F, but it's Martin Luther King Drive. They're right there on the corner across from Ringo Tire. It's in a gas station, and, it's decorated like it's inside a gas station.
But not very gassy. Though.
Not very gassy.
No.
They take care of you. They love you. They treat you like family, and that food is out of sight, people.
Yeah.
If you're wanting something like your grandma would have cooked you, they have it, and they have it ready. And they have the premium red in grape Kool-Aid. Mm-hmm. They have iced tea as well, but, if you go in there, you got to get the Kool-Aid. It's just part of the package.
It's a great place. We had their catfish and shrimp. Man, it was delicious. Unbelievable. And I didn't realize they didn't do beef tips every day. I got to go back on beef tip day.
You can like them on Facebook, and they normally post their menu every day. They try to do it in the morning so you know what's happening for lunch. But they have staples that like fried pork chops. That's every day, and that's what I had. I had the fried pork chops, yams, greens, a whole bunch of that red Kool-Aid because, you got to get your diabetes before you get out of there.
I had 4 cups of the grape,
Yeah,
man.
it's good. And it's a big glass.
And I just like ordering, let me have some grape.
And, it was like $12. It wasn't nothing. I mean, Miss Joyce, they feed you, they take care of you, they love on you, and you can afford to eat there.
It was cool. Cherie Brabbitts over at Carolina Creek and Lone Star Lights joined us. Richard Horn
Yeah,
came.
he was there.
My wife was there. Billy and I were there.
Richard's always got a good story. You notice that?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And he don't play around. What Richard believes is what he says, and that's why I respect people like that. And I love him. He served our country. Great man.
You don't have to question where that man stands.
No, not at all. And I'm going to tell you what, if something ever happened and everything went chaos, he'd be one of the first dudes that I called.
Yeah, that's who I want on my side.
Yeah, do you got an extra spot out there on y'all's property to let me hang out during this? I would be with that guy in a heartbeat. So, hey, Billy, can I plug one more thing?
Is it a tire we're plugging?
Well, no. Well, I need to plug mine. It's been flat for 6 months. I keep airing it up every week. I can't afford to replace it.
It's only flat on the bottom.
They won't fix it. They say it's in a bad spot, and I can't get it fixed. And so once a week, I have to air the tire up. Still a good tire. It's just got that little. I guess it's not a good. I need to be careful because it could blow out.
I'll tell you what shop to go to.
But we'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk here in a little bit. But I did want to ask you about this, though. I know that on Friday it's all about Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. But I did want to give you an opportunity to plug some things that you're also doing, on the side whenever you're not busy at the funeral. I know you stay real busy at the funeral home, but you've got a great little thing going on the side. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, is contrary to popular belief, I do get time off. I do get to spend time with my family. I have a garage door company that I started back when I was a senior in high school.
Wow.
That I had kind of moved to the back burner, just with everything going on. But, we're to the point now to where we're getting a little bit of time off. The community room's getting done, so I have a little bit of time. So if anybody needs any garage door repair, replacement, be it garage door opener, you got a weather seal that's not, touching the ground, whatever, just call me. I'll come and take care of it for you.
It's a Better Garage Door Company. What number can they reach you at?
936-295-0843.
295-0843 is the number to be.
Yeah.
For a Better Garage Door code.
Or for the people that can't remember, they just call the funeral.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Well, not too good. Oh, I'm so sorry, mister. No, it's about my garage door.
Yeah, I want to confirm that Jim is dead, and is Billy there? My door's.
Check them out, though. We appreciate that, and I wanted to give
We're
Billy a
working
chance
on a
to plug.
website. We're working on a website. I got some help.
Working on it, yeah.
We're going to move this thing up to 1999 standards.
That's right. We're moving on up, man. 56K dial-up coming back.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, that'll wrap it up here on this Faithful Friday. Again, thanks for being a part of it. Fun to sit here and record. And, again, go ahead and send in comments, send in any messages. We'd still love to hear from you. And we will be back at it Monday with our friends from Walker County Federal Credit Union. By the way, I did pick up the Otis Spunkmeyer cookie oven. I have not tested it yet. I do know that it turns on, but there will be.
Did they give that to you?
No, nobody gave it to me. Hello Huntsville paid for it and sponsored it. Oh. So there will be cookies at the credit union very soon.
We rent one of those for our Willis location.
Well, I bought one.
Well, I wish they would get rid of theirs. That's a whole different story.
Yeah, and they're not that expensive. I mean, if you find a good used one like I did, only been used a handful of times, it wasn't bad at all. And thanks to Mayor Humphrey, he's the one that found it. I'm in the middle of church, and he texts me. He's like, it was just a link to the Facebook Marketplace. It was Otis Spunkmeyer. And that's where our song came up with we call it the credit union cookies. So we'll be back at it Monday again with Karen and Denise and our friends from Walker County Federal Credit Union. It's been a great edition here with Billy Cauthen of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Remember, if your family's in need, maybe you have a friend that's in need, please give them a call. They'll take care of you at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Hometown traditions, hometown values right here, taking care of families for so many years, and they are rooted and connected right here in this community. We'll be back at it 7:30 Monday, and as I end every broadcast, reminding you today that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We really do need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you, Huntsville. Big thank you to Delfina and our friends here at Rodeo. We'll see you Monday, 7:30. Thanks, Billy.
See y'all.